Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another Hero House Reviews. Today we're looking at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection S.P.D. Red Ranger, also known as Jack. Now, Jack is one of the finest Red Rangers, probably top 5 easily. It would be between him, Wes, Jason, TJ... I don't even know who my 5th would be. Carter from Lightspeed Rescue. He's definitely a top 5 contender. And basically he had one of the most interesting character arcs. Essentially he gives up, spoiler alert, gives up being a ranger at the end of the series because he realizes there's other ways that he can be helping the world, and he goes into charity and that sort of thing. So he actually has character development throughout the series. It's very well done. S.P.D. is just a fantastic Power Rangers series in general. If I was going to recommend like 2 series for people to watch to appreciate Power Rangers at its best, it would be Time Force and S.P.D. because they are just the best stories. They have the best examples of character development. My favourite series is always going to be the OG Mighty Morphin because I grew up on that, but I can recognise the story beats in S.P.D. and Time Force are a bit stronger and the characters are more well developed. Now, anyway, that's a bit of needless backstory, I guess, so let's get on to the figure itself, which is also quality. As we know, the Lightning Collection pretty much always is at this stage. It's, again, probably the strongest line going as far as I'm concerned. His articulation is the standard fare. He has the butterfly joints in his shoulders, so he's got some great movement there. Double jointed elbows, way more than 90-degree bend. Hinged wrists that can move. Thigh swivel, shin swivel, feet, ab crunch, head on a ball joint. So there's, they're always good in terms of articulation. It's just a very solid base design they have, and you can't really ask for more from it. The figure itself, in terms of accessories, again, Lightning Collection always gives us good accessories. He's got his main weapon here. He's interesting. He's one of the few Rangers, well, definitely one of the few Red Rangers who doesn't use a sword. His, main thing is just the 2 guns. And obviously he came with a blaster effect that you can use to put on his guns, and it stays fairly well. If you move him, it will fall off, but if it's on there, then it's stable. The guns themselves combine to make the rifle, as they do in the show, which is a cool addition. And he also comes with, the unmorphed head and extra hands. And again, for less than £20, that's a bargain. Lightning Collection figures are almost always a bargain. In fact, I can't think of one I've got that wasn't. So, 5 out of 5. Paintwork, if I get in close. Helmet isn't completely accurate, I guess, to the show, but still quite good. You can see the little S.P.D. on him. You can see noticeably that is S.P.D, that's well done. Belt's a bit bland, that bland silver colour. You could probably, pretty that up, but again, for the price, nothing major. Good paint there on the boots. Going there. Little bit of a screw up on the paint on that one, but I'm pretty sure that's just my figure. Guns are painted quite nicely. Again, for the price, little symbol on the helmet, if it focuses... It's not going to. You can see it's got Doggy Kruger's face. So, again, for less than $20, you've got yourself a perfect S.P.D.Red. That is such a good figure, such a good price point, and again, I very, very rarely think I have anything negative to say about this line, and as a Power Rangers fan, it makes me very happy to have a line that is so consistently good. I bought Trini and this guy, and then there's also Zeo Blue in the wave, and I was on the fence about him because I hate Rocky. But I do want to have all the Zeo Rangers because I did like Power Rangers Zeo. But these guys are such good figures, I'm now going to buy Rocky. I'm never going to put his head on the Red Ranger because him replacing Jason is still one of the greatest travesties of my childhood. But I am going to pick up the blue Zeo figure, and Rocky can live as the Zeo Blue Ranger and nothing else on my shelf. Alright, let's dive into some pictures and wrap this up. One sec. Alright folks, and there you have it. S.P.D. Red Ranger. I've got Shadow Ranger in there for a bit of a perspective. As you can see, Shadow Ranger is taller, which means they're in scale because Doggy Kruger towered over the other Rangers. So that's perfect, and as you can see, they look great together. Cannot wait to get the rest of the crew in to join them in. Scale-wise, you've got Doggy Kruger in there, but I'll throw in Red Hood, just for a bit of a a little bit taller than either of them, but he's in a 7-inch scale, so that's to be expected. They still fit in quite nicely. If you want a 6-inch scale, where's Union Jack? He's become our sort of measuring stick. Pretty much the same height. Doggy Kruger edges him out. Jack's a little bit taller, a little bit shorter, sorry. But otherwise, you know, perfectly in scale. They can interact however they wish. I need to point out that I forgot one of the accessories. Like you saw in the pictures, he has his S.P.D phone. So that's cool. Even more extras than you initially got. And one of the guns, the gun that forms the front of the rifle, the handle actually levers backwards, so you don't have an extra handle hanging in the way. That's like such extra unnecessary engineering. Unnecessary in a good way. Like they didn't have to do that, but they have, which shows again how much love and care goes into this line. So perfect 5 for this figure. Definitely pick it up. If you just like fun toys, pick him up. If you like Power Rangers, pick him up. If you like Power Rangers S.P.D, you cannot go wrong. So yeah, very strong recommendation. Thank you for watching. We have plenty of more reviews if you'd like to check them out. We have Figure Fights and we have Hero House. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye!